Hello YouTube, and welcome to another Let's Play. My name is Shade, and welcome to The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Oh yes folks. This has been a project I've wanted to start up for a while, and finally got round to doing it. Originally I was going to do live commentary and be kind of a role-playing thing. I'm doing post-commentary in this one because, well, I've already recorded my live commentary and I didn't think it was very good, so I'm doing post-commentary in this episode just so I can make sure that I, you know, I get that through. So yeah, just going through the tutorial mission here. I'm gonna do some things ahead of time. We're gonna be playing an Argonian because I like Argonians. I'm a dragon myself, so you'd expect I would want to be a lizard of some kind, or the closest you've got to draconic anyway, which is these lizardish people. So I'll do for me. And we're gonna be playing either a greatsword build or a dual wielding build. I'm not quite sure which. I'm thinking I'm going more along the lines of like a one-handed or dual wielding route, because I do plan to do some sneaking too. I'm still kind of undecided as to where it's gonna go, but we'll see. Also, as noted, this is episode 0 because I had a bug that showed up right at the end of the recording session. I wanted to keep this because, for one, I thought the bug was funny, and two, I didn't want to have to go through all that again. I'm not a big fan of the intro to this game. It takes way too long, in my opinion. And even after you've made character selection, for me the intro takes way too long to get to actual gameplay. I wish the character selection menu was right when Rayloff cuts you, the person who you follow into the keep cuts you loose. I wish that was the character selection. So you get right into the action after you create a new character, rather than having to create a new character and then going through the boring. You know, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I do like the mass run away from Alduin, but I just feel you should have an option to bring up the race menu later, so you don't have to keep replaying through this intro or the bit just before Alduin appears. You know, watching Tullius gab about how Ulfric should be executed and yada yada yada. It just winds me up that I have to go through this damn intro every single time, and that's why I have it on PC as well. And on the PC version of the game, I have a mod installed, the Quick Start mod, Live Another Life, so I can just skip this intro altogether and do a much quicker intro. A couple of them are really trolley intros, but it's better than this in my opinion. And the reason I'm recording this on a 360 as opposed to the PC is, one, almost every playthrough I've seen of Skyrim on YouTube has mods included on it, so I want to do a vanilla basic Let's Play. I don't think I've got any of the patch updates on this either, so this is just the vanilla game. There's no DLC, there's no mods on it or anything, just the 360 standard game. And I thought it'd be unique because I said there isn't many runs of this out on YouTube, and not many Argonian runs to boot, so I thought, you know, might as well just make unique, right? So, yeah. Another reason why I'm running the Xbox version is my PC isn't brilliant, so it lags a fair bit just playing Skyrim alone. Playing Skyrim and recording, that I'll never, no, it's not gonna happen. My system isn't strong enough to handle that. That said, my birthday's coming up, and I am planning on raising some money, you know, doing some odd jobs and stuff, to try and get some money together to get a decent system to do games on, just so I can actually play modded games and such. I'd like to play Skyrim on the computer with mods properly and stuff, and I probably will. If I do get a chance to, I'll probably revisit this project, you know, once I've completed it on the Xbox version. I'll come back and do it again with a modded version, maybe a bit high difficulty. And this is where I started gabbing about, you know, what we're actually going to be doing. So yeah, even post commentary, I'm still struggling to get my words together. But this is probably going to be a feature of, I'm thinking Mondays we'll have a Skyrim video up. I'm not recording any more today just because I want to break and to talk to some of my other friends. But we're going to be, I think every Monday I'm going to record some Skyrim, and I'll always try and record a couple of episodes in advance, just so we can get them up every Monday for you guys. Other games we are doing, I know I'm planning to do, me and White are planning to do some Devil May Cry runs at some point. They might be up on Thursdays, we will see. Just because I feel that would be the best day to do those, because we're actually in the same room and we have a PlayStation together, so we can do the runs, all three of us commentating together, because White says he's not very good at commentating and all that. So, yeah, this is me going through character creation here. Try to make it look as close to the real me as I possibly can. You know, I'm a black dragon with red highlights. What can I say? Well, actually, I'm pretty much completely black. Aside from my belly scales, I'm pretty much completely black. Oh, my horns are red, but aside from that, I don't have all this red on me. I just wanted to give you, I didn't want this to be a dead red dragon. Sorry, just jet black Argonian with no highlights or anything. So yeah. Sorry, I do have a main. I do have a head of. I do have a red main, but aside from that, pretty much a jet black dragon. So we're just going through the character creation, yeah. So we'll be doing some Devil May Cry runs. White plans to do 1 and 3 Dante, maybe 4. I'm going to be doing 2, both discs, and Devil May Cry 3 Virgil, because I enjoy those games. Devil May Cry 2 isn't my favourite, I won't deny it. I like Lucia. Aside from me being Draconic, I do have an affinity for avians, so I do like her Devil Trigger form. I like the fact she's got a different gameplay style, and unlike in Devil May Cry 3, the missions are actually different. And I've always preferred Virgil to Dante, so that's why I'm playing Virgil in Devil May Cry 3, which is my favourite of the games. Aside from that, we may do some more Town of Salem, which was fun. Maybe some other PC games from Aqua's End, just because her system can actually manage recording her screen, unlike mine. So, yeah, see some stuff like that. We may get into, again, when I get a better system, there may be some Guild Wars. Me, Aqua and White and a few of our friends also play Guild Wars 2. And once my system stops lagging so badly, I get a better system to play it on, then you might see some videos of that. Just so I don't, I'm not useless. What else might you see? Right now we can figure out how to record DS footage. We may do some DS games, and you may also see some more versus games, on some fighting games. Mainly probably between Aqua and White, just because I think to whoop their ass apparently at Soul Calibur, but we'll see. Oh, there may also be a Soul Calibur 3 Tales of Souls mode, with cameo appearances from some of my friends, White, Aqua, and other friends like Darkus, who showed up in that one Town of Salem video. And yeah, so that's the best I could do for my hairstyle. Actually, my mane is much longer. It's actually down to about my waist, but it's free flowing hair too. It's long and straight, and down to about my waist. So I'm a metalhead, so I love to flick it about. I put in my name here, Shay Darzon. We're actually beginning to play the game now. And this is what I mean, you have this cutscene to go. You can make an autosave. It autosaves just before the character race select screen pops up. So you can just load that save and play from there. But you still have to go through this part up until the bit where you entered the keep. Well, for me, I wish you only had to go through the dragon scene once. An autosave there is nice if you do want to go through the dragon multiple times. But I wish you could, I just wish, like, you could pick your race there. If you chose to load an autosave from here, for example, you just do your race selection and then the game would just continue from here normally. I really don't like how long it takes to get to gameplay from selecting your race. If you're playing on the computer, it's not a big deal, because when you can either download a mod to skip it altogether, or when you enter the key, go just open the console and type /show race menu, and you can edit your character again from there. Though I found that going from female to male causes some glitching in the frame, so you might want to make a save for a female and a save for a male.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius,
that you can load whenever you want.
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's
and some of this one character's like, enough is enough, let's just get this over with. I'd never been one for religion either, so... Also, elves in general I'm okay with, but the Thalmor in this game, I just want to... If it weren't for the fact that most of them are actually, you know, most of the elf characters, aside from like the random encounter ones, are essential, I would kill them all. I really would if I had a chance to, because I fucking hate the Thalmor. I'm looking forward to that one quest, but let's put that aside. I don't want to spoil too much. So they're calling me up to the block here. There we get another raw. I was really hoping I'd get the glitch where the horse just spazzes out before it goes into the stables. I really wish I got that glitch. The glitch I'm glad I didn't get is the Alduin can't find the quest marker glitch, which can happen here, where the scene that triggers, you know, Alduin coming and landing on the tower just doesn't happen. You just see him flying around in the background, not knowing where to go. But now it loaded correctly. So this happens. Mr. Fuss Rodar. Here he comes. Doing his cheap ass shout that only he can use. That one in particular. Only he knows that one. And then Fuss Rodar knocks us flying apparently. And then Rayloff comes up like, come on, we need to get going, and I'm more than happy to run, despite my hands being bound. When did you get unbound is what I want to know. You know, who broke everyone else's binding? Who got rid of everyone else's binding is what I want to know.
Legends don't burn down.
Also, it's like legends don't burn down villages and whatnot. So I decided, you know what, fudge it, I'm booking it out of him. I'm not sure if I've sworn already during this commentary, but during live play there's probably going to be some swearing on my part. And that guy's got Yotar short to death, so I jump out the window here. I take a bit of damage, not too bad. There's something kind of amusing coming up though. And I kind of screwed up on. I tried to dash, I'm used to dashing through it as fast as possible. And I've noticed that if you just run straight for that little protrusion that I'm looking at just now, next to the tower, if you run up that, Alduin he'll just completely, he won't breathe fire, he'll just run off, but he still act like he got barbecued. But he'll just like fly off, go through another circle, and this is kind of amusing. I was running through here, and I stopped and then ran again, and I actually got hit in Alduin's fire breath attack here, which I thought was kind of funny. And I was doing roleplay the first time, and I was playing off that for this scene and the next couple of ones. That I'd actually got, you know, I just found it funny that I actually got hit by Alduin's fire breath. I've not got hit with that in ages. Normally I would just run straight through there. I had to really stop myself from laughing when I was recording the first time. I just found it so funny that Alduin actually managed to clip me for the first time in ages during this scene. And of course I follow the storm close, because why do I want to follow guys who try to kill me, right? And the bug's coming up here, so this episode is I'll try to upload half-hour episodes if I can. From now on, it's just this one had the bug, and again, I didn't want to go through it all again and do a brand new section. I might do anyway. Plus, I was actually quite proud of how the character turned out. So, yeah. So I was walking in slowly here because I was imagining I'd been burnt by Alduin and was still recovering from it. And then I tried to play the game in third person here and I failed, so I'm not very good at third person. So I decided I'm going to play in first person from now on. And yeah.
Just like the children's stories and the legends.
So here he is talking about how the Hobbits of the end times, yada yada yada. And he's going to cut my bindings.
Come here. Let me see if I can get
And I'm
those
going to go grab the other
findings
guy's weapon. I made a comment about it, an axe being so uncivilized as well. That's kind of a hint that I'll be using
May as
swords.
well take Gunyor's gear.
Either sword and a dagger, or sword and shield, or a great sword, something along those lines. I'm thinking sword and shield now, perhaps, but... So I got all that. And, put that on, you know. Everything else on.
Alright.
I didn't mean to hit Y there, and got out of that menu. Nah, it's where I switched to third person here, because I was going to play in third person for the rest of the game, but decided not to. I'll probably switch to third person here and there, you know. Doing some of the roaming sections, because I enjoy looking at the characters, you know, because the texturing's really nice, and I didn't get to see very nice textures on my one, because, well, for obvious reasons, I have to play in the lowest graphical quality to actually be able to play it. So the Imperial's running here, and I just Leroy it after the gate gets lowered. I found a trick, you can actually shoot fire through that gate, which I found is quite funny. You can actually hit the guard captain there through the gate with fire if you do it immediately. And so I'm running up and doing some shots here. I guess it's my first time really fighting in third person combat, and so I'm sucking at it. There are since I played it on the Xbox, I'm still trying to get used to the controls again. Wait, Rayloff does most of the work here. I did get that level up during the other run through, so it's fine. I got that exact same level up, so that'll be. And this is where the bug happens, right? The Imperial Captain dies and falls through the floor.
I hope someone...
She died and falls through the floor. We can now no longer search her to get the key. So I originally searched this guy because I was planning on maybe I can shove Rayloff out of the way and get the key that way, or that he'd just get it eventually. But then I wanted the heavy armor, so I ran into him to get him out of the way. So I want to find the run button there too, and lo and behold, I can't actually search her because she's fallen through the floor. And Rayloff can't get the key either, so I decided to end the episode here just because I just found it amusing when it was glitching about. So yeah, that's how that happened. Interesting bug, or so I found. So I'm going to end the recording here of my audio, and I'll see you next Monday for the real first episode of Let's Play Skyrim. Until then, fare thee well.